So we'll begin. We'll continue from what we left the last time. So the body has histories of being forgotten and abandoned. We'll pick from that. And there are two things that we would like to explore today. One is love is a state of union. And uh, it's also a state of surrender. Love is a state of union. Love is also a state of surrender. So we'll explore both of this as it comes. There is a state of union that comes when we open to the above and below. And somewhere in the depth of the heart, there is an automatic surrender occurring. This can be mirrored across all parts of our body. So we will explore what comes with this. We can close our eyes. We'll straight away dive into the exploration. Close your eyes and connect to your body. Remember to connect to your body in an impersonal way. That's our choice all the time. If you connect to it personally, you will remember the history, the past. If you can step back from that, you will connect to the one substance. But our body is certainly different from the other bodies. That is true, there is no doubt. But the substance is the same. Another way of looking at this, if you personally approach your body, you'll always be filled with an agenda of there is some healing needed, there is some pain here. And even if you spend 1,000 years, you will still have something remaining to work, and that's great. But at the same time, an impersonal would mean that really building the body's own substance, its capacity to be porous, its capacity to release entanglements, its capacity to absorb higher consciousness. So the second approach is always better. When needed, we can move to the personal angle of healing, but largely we can remain with the impersonal, trying to connect with the one substance which is in our body and working on enhancing its properties. So connect to your body's substance. Now to connect impersonally, from where are you connecting the body matters. If you're trying to bring your awareness, which is centered in your mind, to connect to your body, it'll always be personal. So it's somewhat like you're bringing an impersonal consciousness itself to connect to your body, which is always present above your head. Awareness light, which is there inside your mind, is a tiny reflection of something greater above. So originate your awareness from above your head. Now you figure out how to do this through trial and error or just by an intuitive glance. Your awareness is beginning from somewhere above and it is meeting your body. Now, when this awareness hits your body, we are in something extraordinarily creative and fluid all the time. The reduction is merely a habitual way of being attached to our personal story. So the moment something from above hits our body, there is the action or the birth of creative forces, creative light. Because this world that we are living is a world of creation, it's a world of manifestation. And this is not just perpetuated by what is present, it is created by the incoming ideas and forces from higher. So the moment something from the higher touches your body, touches your mind, there's always an action, a birth, a destruction of something old and something being born. What comes from above, depending on many factors, can be light or very dynamic. Move your awareness now fully into your body, entering your body from 100 or 1,000 different points. This is local awareness. Each point has an inner vision, has an inner felt sense. We're locally entering through different points, and we are present with our awareness. Whatever sadhana we put today inside the body, let's do it impersonally. Doing personally would mean that we put the sadhana and we're expecting a result or a benefit. Doing it impersonally simply means we're doing the sadhana for the pure joy Love is a matter of choice. It's a matter of remembrance. So you can choose, what do you want to connect this body to? What do you want this body to remember? Do you want it to remember its past? Or do you want it to remember something else? While you're inside the body, at any point, we're always with awareness. Keep the awareness vast and high so that it includes your body and also includes what lies above in the heights. At some times, we will work very detailed inside the body, which will be working on our personal stuff embedded inside. At some points, we need to work generic, working on the overall substance of our body. Today, we will work generic. So you'll just keep an overall awareness from head to toe, and from there, entering into the different points, feel into the substance. You want to develop a love for substance. As much as you love joy, as much as you love light, love the very substance, the solidified. Without loving substance, you will never be able to enter substance. Love is the key. It is the start point. And how you get the love? It's not your love for the substance. Something from the higher or divine is interested in the substance, the matter. Our love is a tiny speck compared to that love. If not, the earth would have been abandoned long back. But the earth, the existence, is still considered important by something that is creating. It is that love which is stronger than gravity. That love by something higher that is sustaining the world, that is breathing into the humans and all life forms and forces. That love is what we are tapping to. And it is with a portion of that love that we bring that love for the substance of our body, for every organ, for every point, for every cell. In a very practical way, you can recognize this love by your heart beating, by your breath flowing, and all parts functioning, no matter what challenge you're going through or not from the external. But yet, all this is a tiny aspect compared to the touch of the higher consciousness directly on our body. Somewhere, if we could just concentrate on the beneath, we would feel something holding us in a vast embrace. Every time we give up on our body by accepting illness, we're slightly moving to the personal now for a few seconds. Every time we accept a limitation, a disease, a lower functioning of our body, we are disappointing the higher. The higher could have directly just worked on our bodies, but for some reason has given us the choice. The choice to disconnect from the higher and divine as well. The choice to get entangled as well. And the choice to stay rooted to the above as well. We often get mesmerized by our thoughts that argue for our limitations, by our pain and sensations and our past, arguing for why things should be this way. But we forget to get mesmerized by the higher that has an extraordinarily love for earth, for humans, and for each one of us. It's a different kind of remembering we enter. Normally, we remember the past, the present, some reduced mental understanding of cause and effect. But in the new way, the remembering is very different. We don't have to remember that we have a problem. We don't have to remember that we have an illness. We start remembering in the moment the higher acting and acting and acting with love. The only remembrance is to the higher and feeling its action inside us, inside our body. There are only two things. One is remembrance of the higher and a certain kind of a focus or concentration. And now concentrate on a portion of your body which is untouched by your personal experiences and difficulties. Now, how to do that? You can figure it out. But this again is not done so much by our effort. We are trying to locate across our body. And today we're doing in a generic way, the body work we're doing in a generic way. Try to discover or concentrate upon a portion of your body where the entanglements, the illnesses, the ups and downs don't reach. A portion of the substance of your body which is free. It is both free and totally dependent at the same time. It is free from absolutely all of our personal stories and histories. And yet, it is completely dependent every second to something from the higher nourishing it, without which it cannot exist. It goes dormant. So it is free, and yet at the same time, in every second, it is actually receiving something. If you miss that portion, you will come back to your history, the body's normal experience of itself, its difficulties and pleasures. But if you enter another dimension right inside our body itself, if you manage to enter another dimension, it's just in the same location, you enter another dimension where the body is free and it is receiving, receiving a light, receiving a flow, receiving a touch. It is both the absolute freedom and the absolute union, which appears as dependency, which is the true nature of this dimension of our body. It is the union that appears as dependency. Now, this dimension of a body, which is both free and uniting with a higher, does not take the contours of our physical body. It can be more expansive. It can be inside spread out as well. It has a different expansion, different color, different energy. Both these dimensions of our body coexist. The normal body having its memories, and this another dimension in the body exactly in the same place, which is completely free from all histories and memories and uniting with the incoming higher consciousness. Both these coexist. And in a way of speaking, both needs are prana. Prana is not just your individual breath. It's the very life force itself, abundantly wanting to pour in. But we put many filters and accept only a tiny portion of her flow. But the prana, she herself, is vast, very potent, and ever present. Still staying in touch with this other dimension, which is free and uniting with a higher. Become aware of your prana. Bring your awareness to your navel. For that it helps. Navel is the storehouse of prana. And in many traditions, it is from the navel that the spirituality actually begins. For a minute or two, in your own way, allow the prana to become present within your navel and through your navel. The breath is never just within your body alone. The breath is extending into the consciousness above, is extending into the sacred consciousness below. It's one large breath of which we are aware of a tiny portion. And the breath also is into the vast in the horizontal plane. Now, concentrate on the other dimension. Even if you have glimpsed 0.001%, you will still have a hang that while there is this experience of our normal body filled with the history, some of us may have the beginnings of an experience, some of us may just have an intuitive sense. Both are okay because both link to the other dimension of the body, which is free, and uniting with the incoming higher. Concentrate on the other dimension of the body and let your prana fill it. This other dimension of your body can be found outside your body in front, may be found within your body when you go deeper than the normal experience. It can also be found behind your body. It is there in all these places. It can be pleasant within the cave of your heart too. Wherever you find this other dimension, just a tiny portion of that awareness is sufficient. Just pass your prana through it. When you pass your prana in this manner, the substance of this other dimension of your body will show up with a certain radiance or a color, just here and there, and that's sufficient. Now, keep your awareness still within this new dimension of your body. Let it be open more to the above, to the higher. And let this new dimension face your regular experience of the body. Your awareness is inside the new dimension of your body. It is open to the above, and let it face your regular body. And now, do any chant in this new dimension of the body and be with its sound and vibration. I'll give one or two examples and then I'll be quiet for 5 minutes. You're chanting within the dimension that is free, and let it be a chant where you're not thinking that much, but just being with a chant. For example, it can be Om. Om. You're chanting into that new dimension and allowing the sound vibrations to trickle into the normal portions of your body. Or you can also chant something like Om Namo Bhagavate or anything else. I'll just give a sample. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Namo Bhagavate. Om Bhagavate. Continue on your own for a few minutes. Just let go the chant. And now keep your prana both in the other dimension, the new dimension that is free, and also in your regular body awareness. And if you do that, you may feel as if something is flowing from that new dimension that is free and uniting to our regular body. Give it some time. We are at the end of our hour. Depending on your schedules, you can just be with yourselves for some more time if you have the time. And you will know when things are settled inside.